was. Now, the thing is this. When our men, they listen to all these things on the social media, yeah, it will help. Please ask me why. It will help in the sense that some of them, when things happen to you in your marriage, do you know that some things I see on the social media, when it happens, if it happens in my marriage, it's like an exam. This thing, it has happened before. I talked on it. It happens to somebody else. I talked on it. How did I handle it? Or what did I say? What was my advice? Do you make sense from that? I then try and apply it according to the way it's affecting me. Do you get what I mean? Let me cite an example. Like sometimes when I say, never ever go and meet a side chick outside. Like, there was a case we handled few days ago where a Sierra Leonean lady went to a side chick. The man called the woman his acquaintance. Do you understand? And we said no, that was a no for her to go. Even though we know she's frustrated, she's had this wedding for 22 years, and this woman, divorced from her husband 7 years ago. That's the other woman, divorced from her husband 7 years, and since then she's grabbed this one that's been with her husband for 22 years. So imagine since 7 years ago, she's been suffering, this Christiana. She's been suffering to keep her husband. Now she said her marriage is about to hit the rock because, she has moved out from the house, and the man, glaringly, we can see, has moved out of maybe he's always with the woman in her own house. So then she probably out of frustration thought, okay, let me go there and fight ensued. We saw it. The woman went towards her, and by the time we knew, the man was even the one trying to separate them when her phone fell, and we couldn't see what happened afterwards. Definitely, they would have brutalized themselves. And we felt, I said it, I said, to me, that was a no. Because anything could have happened. Number one, a woman, sincerely, I can tell you the truth. When you see a woman fighting outside physically, she's a hooligan. You should never marry such a woman. That is one thing that should disqualify you as a wife material. Trust me. That is one thing. Because for you to not have shame, to be able to go and be fighting outside, you understand? It goes to show that definitely you will be fighting your husband in the house too. You will raise up your hand, slap him, even if not for promiscuity or infidelity. It could be for anything. So a woman that can boldly fight in public, it's a no. You should condemn her. She's a zero tolerance for marriage. You can't cope. Likewise, a man that can beat his wife, or a woman beats a woman, they are not husband material. The same way the woman is not a wife material. So zero them. Because we talk to each other here, we learn from each other. So we've talked about such things, and then when such a case comes up in your marriage, you would then think, I'm really, really frustrated. This is hurting me badly. But do I need to do this? Then, in the process of going to fight in public or confrontation, you can lose your life. Just like a man can beat his wife to death. You can lose your life, or you can kill a side chick. Then what ends up happening to you? Definitely, you end up in jail. Because in law, what we look for is intent. If the court of law, you intentionally carry your bag, put weapon inside it, go to a side chick or see a side chick, yeah, especially in that woman's case, she saw it, and fight ensued. Even if you don't have any weapon, you push her, she falls, she hits her leg, her head, sorry, develops internal bleeding, head bleeding, go into coma and dies. Please, will that man stay with you? Even if the man is begging for you in the court of law, yeah, my wife, you know, fufu ni, she was temperamental or she's temperamental ni, they are not going to listen to him. You face the law and dance to the music, and that man will surely marry somebody else before you come back from your jail. That is if they do not sentence you to life imprisonment, because murder case, especially when they see there's intent in it, intention to murder, that's all they need to give one life imprisonment. And in some court of law, in some states, they do death by hanging. Now tell me, you lost it all. Likewise, even fighting. You understand what I mean? So these are things that we should always have at the back of our mind and learn that, where should they find me as a wife? True. My husband, like we always say, men will stain your white. Men, they will stain your white. Your prayer is, let you not be among those that men will stain their white. Because, wallahi, many people, statistically, 6 in 10 experience men staining their white in marriage confrontationally. Not, they said, you heard. Go and ask many married women. Then those that overcome it, it is not more. They are not more than those that don't overcome it. As it is, it's 5-5. Those that overcome that confrontation, staining of white, some don't overcome it. Some just manage and stay there. They will marry somebody put with them. Some, they throw them out. They will displace them, put another woman inside. Some, it becomes, yes, they stay, but war. Some, yes, she will stay, you will stay, but the man will just make you a furniture. Many stories. Many stories. May God not allow us be a part of the sad, terrible ones. If possible, not even experience it at all. Okay? Whilst we were still talking about what happened to CEO IVD, late Bimbo, yesterday, and still saying, we have seen it all, we've heard it all, what is now remaining? It's always the same story. It's as if they just recycle it, then they put different individuals. And to just be another country. Do you understand? It go just share. So now Nigeria we go back to. And it's GLB again that brought this story. And why am I going to talk about it? It expands now. It is not about the man cheating now. It expands to what in-laws do to wives. 2 things ruin marriages in Nigeria. 2. Or within Nigerians. I know this particular second one hardly does it ruin marriages abroad, especially Westerners. But within Africans, so I would thin it down to Nigerians. Infidelity for men and in-laws. Those 2 things, they are big issue. especially women that are based in Nigeria with their husbands. In-laws will frustrate them. They will frustrate you. You will be asking yourself, didn't you? Because Yoruba says one thing. They say, Oko buruku, aya buruku, shefe. That is when you marry a terrible man or a terrible woman, it is still manageable. But when you have terrible in-laws, wallahi, it is deadly, frustrating. In fact, many people can't stand it. They go. They go. They can't stand, not even they go alone. The man gon go chase you. Abi? Is that not the height of it? Not that the man will leave the house for you and say stay, especially those ones that have built house. So, they will tell you to go. In fact, it is in-laws, polygamy in Africa, in Nigeria, the rate and mannerism which it is in Nigeria is caused by in-laws. Quote me. Ask me why. When a man is doing his jagbajantis, infidelity, promiscuity, adultery, having children outside wedlock, the people that know about it is his siblings, his mother. Many times it's not father-in-laws. Go and write it down. Mother-in-laws and sisters and brothers are the ones that always know. Because it's gone. Fathers don't have to really know. Because the fathers themselves, they have been irresponsible. So they don't really have time to know when their sons are also irresponsible. Because they are the role models of these men. Majority of the men that practice polygamy, majority, their fathers too, or that have children outside where their fathers too did it. So they don't see it as anything bad. They have bad role models. Are you making sense from it? So, somebody said, Funka Rolo said, yeah, it took me 10 years to overcome mine. Now I have zero desire to remarry. Just only want long-term boyfriend. That is one person experience. In this courtroom, to be sincere, we have a lot of people we can learn from. This courtroom, we are packed with a lot of people with different experiences. If we put our heads together and talk about things in between us, and in fact, you might think that your own case you've not heard. When you say it here, you will hear someone that says, I've been through it. We have many things that we've talked about that you see people calling, you see people saying this has happened to. So just be learning. I remember one lady, Nancy, I don't know why she's not here. She's had problems in typing for some time. She's based in America. You saw her too. She said, no, marriage, no. Whoopi Goldberg, if you go and I shared her story on my platform. Not this platform, my private platform, because I love reading all these true life things around facts, and I read it. I listen to them. I learn. If you go and read the story of Whoopi Goldberg, if you go and read the story of Oprah, you will know why many of them have chosen this type of life. It's because of experience, because of what they've been through. You've not been there. You don't know how it hurts. You don't, you don't. Now, this story we saw, or I read, I don't know if some of you have read it, but these Owanbe Rockers people, if you know them on Instagram, it's not that I know them. No, let me not come and add my own to their story. But you understand, at one point or the other, you just heard about them, and not be say I know them. I say, you understand, it's people that patronize them that will be able to know them more than we. But just having to see their name was, This name rings a bell, and that's all. You know, there are some places on brands that you've heard of on Instagram. You've seen them. You just showcase their stuff, but it's not like you've patronized them. But having to hear stories about them will make you say, I've seen this, I've heard this. Okay, more insight and what you don't know about them. GLB gave it to us, and I learned many things there. Even though right now I'm going to just pick out some things that you people need to learn from their story and also see what in-laws are doing. Same thing that they have done to that woman. Many women, in maybe some little differences, no, they have experienced. That's why some people are not in husband's house today. Not everybody you see that is not in husband's house, that is a prostitute, or is a show, whatever you call it. Not everybody. That is why when you are talking about lone parents, single mothers, you have to be very sensitive about it. Deal on individual cases. Don't there's this way we stereotype them. Don't, because individual cases differs. Some, they are the cause of their problem. Am I making sense? While some, they are not the cause of it. They tried, but in-laws didn't allow them sit. In-laws didn't allow them to sit. Apart from husband issue, no, some, their own is the man that is the problem. So why some, na them not good? Women, husband leave them. In-law self can't even tell their brother make it leave there, baby, a pikin, make it. Even in-laws no say yes, you bad. So it's not all in-laws, no bad. Are you making sense for me? Everybody with their stories. But in Africa, in Nigeria, when a marriage ruins, it's two things. In fact, the third one is the third party issue. The foremost one is infidelity, promiscuous husband. The second one, in fact, sometimes that's in-lawship, that in-law aspect supersedes the promiscuity one. Because sometimes women can even forgive that promiscuity. Just maybe they try. But when they now see that in-law go gone, they are the one encouraging their son or their brother that, what? You must marry Auntie Mata, or Auntie Mata don't kuku get belle. Na im mama, na the mama know everything. Are you making sense for me? Na the mama and the sisters, na they know. I know somebody. Sorry. Well, I hope my own too. I'm praying. But let's be sincere. As you know somebody own, somebody too go know your own. That person, till today, the pikin where he born. Chengbo. The pikin where that man born. I asked the family. I asked this person where I know where. They said they won't allow the wife to know. Omo ti dagba. Omo, the man go do omo ti she wedding. Ìyàwó mo. By now, bóyá mi ò rò pé ọmọ yẹn ti bímọ, because she wedding yẹn ní last year. Ìyàwó kò mọ̀ pé ọkọ òun lọ́mọ obìnrin. And the sister of the man is woman, you know their family. I know them. Mi ò gbọ́rú ẹ̀ rí. Not that mo gbọ́rú ẹ̀ rí, ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ o. That's why even my my mother's tenant. I told you the woman asked me, oh my woman, in Koto kill the career. That's what killed that auntie's career. Let me know. Let me just tell you the movie, the soap opera she used to appear in. You know, Village Headmaster. I have our tenant that was one of the actresses. No, you won't pay one in that soap opera, soap opera. One of them there. She used to live in my mother's house, Pangroof. They lived in a 3-bedroom flat there. I learned lesson from that woman. Do you know how that woman and that her husband, my mother will tell you, my own mother will tell you that, but gentleman, in fact, out of all her tenants in that Pangroof Onipan, that man is my mother's, you know, when you say example of a gentleman, a good husband, homely. If my mother explained the marriage to you until she saw the shocker of her life. In fact, my mother used one word. She said, if that man can have kids outside wedlock, wallahi, she doesn't know who cannot have kids outside wedlock. Oh, shock ìyá mi back on gone. Oh, shock my mommy gone. My aged mother. They were tenants to my mom. The woman used to act in Village Headmaster. Àbí Village Headmaster kọ́ ni àwọn man tó nínú kúkú yẹn tí máa ní pé ọkọ ẹjọ́ old ọkọ Fúnkẹ́ Tóyìn Àìmákù yẹn Village Headmaster ni tí Sisi Clara wà. Amebo Sisi Clara. So àbí no be that one na I get her now. So that lady he acts there. She in the soap opera. Her husband is gentleman, decent. He doesn't go to club. You know, men that are feferite. He doesn't keep friends. Home on time. Goes to his work. When they close, he's back home. He and his wife. My mother, when they come to our house when I was still in Nigeria, because the lady liked me so much. If assuming I was already this age and she's older now, she would have made sure she drags me into Village Headmaster. Every time she said, that she always tell me that I will be very good in acting. I should come, let her take me. My mother say no, Ejeko face it where. My mother is of the opinion that acting, air hostess, all those things, not they allow people concentrate to read book. So she felt no, that she should not worry. That when I'm done, then she can with my school. So that's how auntie always just encourage me that I should finish school. Let her take me to acting. So that auntie, my mother admires when they are sitting together like this. They know they detach. You know, they don't even care that my mother is Iya Jebu. They will sit down and be holding hand. Forget it. The man glued to the wife like this. My mother admires young couple that are tenants. You know, the way they do things. Oh, yami gon. Mama me like you gon. Me, I came abroad. One day, that uncle went out from the house in the morning to go to work. Now, I don't know, they said gunshot for Nigeria around that area, going to work. Now, straight bullets meet that man. So, now that man die. He not go dagbarara. Maybe that time, because my mother is 18 now, so maybe that time, the brother will be, maybe if he's alive now, he will be in his early 60s. Do you understand? If he's alive now, he will be in his early 60s. Because, or late, not my mother's age, because my mother will pass them. So I can't say at what age, but is maybe 60s, Let me put them there. That would be okay, in their 60s. Yeah, and the wife. My family. That's how that uncle died. If he pay my mama like that, now think of how he go pay his wife. If he pay my mama, mommy me pay me. I've already started living abroad. My mother called me. Few times I've seen my mom cry. That's one of those periods I've seen my mother cry. Very painful, promising young man, and he was building his house, I think somewhere, I can't remember now where they were building, but Magodoni or something like that. They were building their house then. He and the wife, they promising life, very sweet, cute family, have their children. I think they had 3 kids. That's so the death take this man go. My mother's thought is, how will this young girl cope? That's the auntie, that my auntie. How will she cope? Hey, her husband, her dear, the way they hold hands, everything together. On the day of the burial, my mother was there. My mother said, Kuti, I was sitting down, more or less, she takes my mother as a mother too. Her mother is dead, but her older sister was the one that was my mother's tenant. But that her older sister went to America and told my mom she likes the house, that she doesn't want to let go of that house. So she has told her younger sister, who just recently married, that, not that recently, but that she married, that they should come and take over this house. It's better than where they rented. So she handed over that house to the sister, and my mother didn't mind meeting and saw that, as she too, she was as nice as the older sister who has relocated to America. So that's the way the older sister took my mom as a mother is the way that lady too took my mom. So that love transferred to the husband. So the husband took my mommy, though his own mother is alive, was alive then, but that auntie's mother is dead. So my mother was very close to where she's their landlady, but very close to where she was sitting, more or less like a step, maybe the back. The way my mother said, as if she was almost beside her, although her kids were with her. Behold, they said these people just came. That I would think that one of the boys, that I would think that one of the boys is that man Gogon. If not that she knows that she will shrink here. That the moment the guy attack, these people in their family, old people, they can do like I'm able to. That these people in their family, Abijo Owanbe. How can somebody, maybe a nephew now, come and look like the dead like this? That's what she thought. When she saw the boys, that my mother said, in her head, she said, there's a big joy in these people's family. She said, she just said, people were doing, like, she knew something wasn't right. What is happening that people are doing? So she was right almost behind that auntie. And that my auntie said, Kudi, the moment Moriti, because she can't say Egbon, the moment Moriti Egbon to dide, mo ní nǹkan ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Actually, people went to tell her that some woman is here or something like that. They said those kids, and the family of the man, they said the kids are and they are not older than her children. They are kids the man had after, in between the last, or my mother wasn't too sure now, our own kids are older. Maybe one, no come out that man, in between, lo do, 2. She wanted to flare up that they can't stay. My mother said, àwọn wá dìmú pé lágbájá jókòó. Na wo burial, na so burial change o. They said the woman remove sunshade new. Say, mommy, her thought is, how can Lagbaja do this to me? At the burial, people were, you come and see, they were now talking to her, calm down. Oh, no, she should comport herself. My mommy said she just, some of the people that were saying it, apart from my mother. That's how she refused. She didn't mourn her husband. No. My mother said, that one fit change the everything they did now, she not even put heart again. They had to beg her so that those kids can pour sand. Behold, he's one of the colleagues at his workplace. Not even colleague. They said the lady work with him where they work. The company he works for is not his. So like all this gas company, not gas, oil and, you understand? I don't know how they call it. Oh, oil company, me more Mobi, something like that. You know what I mean? But colleague, that's not workplace. Go there and soon and bimo fun. And the story that followed that my mother is not be say the lady even be more they still be the family, all of them, his family knows her as wife. That is what in-laws do. Even if everybody don't know, his family, they were the ones that told him to come. They were the ones that told her to come. I've told you people this story. Anike, thank God that you, because that story, anytime I have to talk about in-laws, oruko story imajeyoni. My mother said, that if I see the children, they look more like the man compared to her own children. In fact, her own children, they can still be saying, I will born them. That these twins, you cannot, if any, you won't even argue it. It's as if you saw the man go low one. You know, children that they do like that. The kids that if you want to come and be arguing, even you will just tell your husband, Oni, don't argue. Just let's carry them home. You know, there are some children like that. You will know that this one look like the man go. My mother said, if you see them, you would know that it's the man, that you would think is the man. Oh, the story is exactly my sister's story. Oh, it happened to other people too. My mother's tenant. That woman couldn't mourn her husband. Or should I change my name to Mommy Auntie Lara? Osai, get out from here. Osai, I go ban you. I don't get the troublesome people. Don't they come? They don't they reach here. You know they learn from this story now. Osai, you know they learn from this story now. Your wahala done too much. You know the same story happened to on my street in Lagos. Peace Josephine says, both man and wife were doctors and run same hospital and always together. But we were shocked when he Nasa passed away and an outsider came with 3 children. I'm telling you. My mother said, Kunle Zizi. I told you people that this person's picture is not Kunle Zizi. He hasn't changed his picture. Let's not acknowledge this person. This person is not the picture there. I don't want to know. Nobody should answer Kunle. Let Kunle show his picture. Can you see Kunle? It's one of us here. He's a man, but I'm not sure he's a man. I think it's a woman using the picture of a man. Let him change his picture. And I know the Kunle. Court clerk, get the picture of the Kunle that is there. He can't find the picture of whom he used. The court clerk, get his picture for me. Let him, mommy, oh, which your mommy? Which your mommy? Why are you shouting mommy? Oh? What happened? Why are you screaming mommy on the social media? Kunle, I have told you to go. You will say you went to do exam. You will go for 3 months. Come back again and say this is you again. Yeye said change your picture. Since a year ago, you have not changed your picture where you stood since 1 year ago. Grab that picture for me. Just get that picture. Let me store it. You the person you stole his picture. You can't find the person again. You are not able to change the picture. Now, we are asking for your true identity. Pray for me. What happened to you that I should be praying for you, Kunle? What happened to you, Kilo Shelesie, that we have to pray for you? That you should change your picture. We should pray for you. Is it not your face that is there? Why can't you change your picture? Let us know that you are the one. Change your picture. You stole somebody's picture. One fine boy. Many no. But you're doctor Lenny, medical student. You stole his picture. You now put it that you are the one. You want us to be talking to you as a fine man. Meanwhile, mommy, pray for me in my exam. Which exam are you doing that you can't change your picture? Kunle, ni dààmú mi. I won't answer you. Court clerk, take that picture for me. By the grace of God, Father, Lord, even though we are not sure this picture is Kunle, but the Kunle, the man or the woman typing is telling us that he or she wants to do exam. Father, Lord, let he or she have retentive memory. Whatever he or she is going to write, let him or she, shim or he, do well, exceedingly well, and come to the church of God, or go to church of God to give testimony. Only your name be glorified, O Lord. Àti sọ yẹn. Okay, amen. In Jesus' mighty name. Kunle, go and change your picture. You are always doing exam. Since I've known you, anytime I say change your picture, you will now say I'm doing exam. You say amen. You see the person receiving prayer from us, say amen. If you go to church, is that how you go and be say amen? Sarcastically answering amen. Àdúrà ti gbà o. Exam wa pass o. Mo ma gbé wa mọ́ra. No, Kunle is not the one. He went to steal somebody's picture. Kò ní believe me ni. Since how many years now? Ó ti pé lọ́dún kan. After COVID, Latin Kunle, change your picture. He stole somebody's picture on the social. One fine young boy. Ni Kunle bá ní òun ni. Ó bá ní òun ni Kunle. Mo bá ní okay, mo gbà. Okay, change your clothes. Go away from where you are standing. Change your clothes and put another picture. Kò rí ẹni yẹn mọ́. Torí bí tó ti jí photo, bóyá ẹni yẹn ti deactivate. Or rí random picture. The person on that picture look like somebody that is based in America. Ó lè jẹ́ Nigeria ni ẹni tó ń ṣe kíní ìwà. That's the problem. You see, lies is the only thing that, changes. Truth is constant. If you lie today, you will have to be looking for a way to cover the lie. Now, this picture, àti fi toast àwọn ọmọge lọ, gbogbo wọn àti jẹ, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kí wọ́n rí bí, a kàn máa tàn wọ́n ni because òun gangan kọ́ ló wà ní picture yẹn. Mommy, why shouting on me now? Ṣé ń gbọ́? Do I look like someone that is shouting? So you are saying that I am shouting. You are even insulting me. Pé mò ń pariwo. Okay. Then, you people, you see that Arifiti war. You see that Arifiti war, Lọ́rọ̀ ọmọ Kunle. And I don't want any of the court class to come and be meeting me and say, hey, Kunle, your son is here. Kunle, your son is here. Greet Kunle. It's Adebisi that is always court clerk one. Always coming to say, Kunle, your son, mom, Yeye, your son is here. It's not my son anymore. Ọmọ tí mi ò mọ̀, tí mi ò rí kó change the photo. Mi ìfẹ́. Ọmọ tí mo ní change photo Kunle, my son tẹ́lẹ̀. Now it's not my son because kò rí photo change. Ó ti jí photo ní photo lórí social media. Ó wá lọ mú ọmọ tó fine. Ó wá parọ́ pé òun ni. No, it's not good. Show your true face. We will like you like that. Abi, you are this man. Let me show you the man. Kunle ló máa jẹ́. Bí ó ṣe rí gangan lélẹ̀. I'm coming. Ìwọ ni. Kò sí ẹni tó lè bá mi sọ bó ṣe rí nìyẹn. If not, wà ti change the photo ẹ. Ó wá lọ. It's people that are like this that will go and thief fine boy photo. Ìwọ rèé. Tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n ni. Torí èèyàn náà ló send the video yẹn sí mi. Let me look for it for you. You are the one. You are the one. Nobody can tell me you are not the one. See Kunle now. Kunle, is this you? Torí mo rí pé that person there is not tall in that picture. I didn't even share the video to this person. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm trying to get Kunle's picture. I saw Kunle. It's let me check. Kunle, I'm coming. Wọ́n ní mo wá lọ. Ò ń dààmú ara ẹ̀ láláì ṣe mí. Okay, this is Kunle now. Òun rè. Kunle, this is you. You are the one here. Kunle, look at you. I know this is you. Ìwọ ni. Kò sẹ́ni tó lè bá mi sọ. Just change your photo. Can you see you and your baby? See Kunle. Kunle, this is you. Ó tún sá lọ. Ṣé kò ya photo kò gbé wá? Baby ẹ̀ náà fine. That's Kunle. Kunle, that is you. Ó tún kiss in public. Kunle wo ló ń ṣe exam? Irọ́ ló ń pa, ó ti sá lọ. Ṣé ti rí pé ó ti sá lọ? Ṣé ti rí pé ó ti sá lọ? Let me show you again because maybe you are not. Yeah, I know it's you. Kò sẹ́ni tó lè bá mi sọ ìwọ ni. Ìwọ rè. Kunle, Kunle dẹ̀ lọmọ tó fine. Mi ò ní rẹ́rìn. Why aren't you proud of you? Oh, kí ló wà ńbẹ̀? Ó tún kiss. Come on, give it to her. Five Kunle. Kunle nìyẹn. Kunle gangan nìyẹn. Òun lélẹ̀. Kunle, go and just change your photo. At least. Ó ti sá lọ. Ó ti sá lọ. Lè rí kó kọ́mẹ́ǹtì mọ́. Tẹ́ bá ti rí, tí bá ti ní fọ́tò ẹ̀ ńkọ́, ó máa sá lọ ni. A ní kí n máa gbàdúrà òun ṣẹ̀zàm. Ṣé èmi ìyá pray for me nìkan ni mo wà látijọ́ ẹ̀ kí n má ṣe nǹkan mi. Pray for me, I'm doing exam tá ó ṣe àárí results. Ó ti ń ṣẹ̀zàm sí over a year láti wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀. Thank you. Nobody that is on this page that doesn't know that anytime he comes, I'll say, why haven't you changed your picture? Why haven't you changed your picture? Òun nìkan kò change the photo ẹ̀. Even especially him, Adeni kémi máa pray for him. I should continue praying for him. Why are you the only one doing exam all the days of your life? Nítorí kíni? Kunle nìyẹn. Òun gangan nìyẹn. Because somebody sent me the video, money, why the person didn't talk. So I'm believing bóyá òun ni. And why is it that the day they sent it to me, ló tún jáde why? Is that out again? Òun ló máa jẹ́. Fẹ́ kí ó ń tọ́ fi start introduce ara sí mi ni. It's Kunle, that's Kunle there. I'm expecting ó ti sá lọ. Ó ti sá lọ. Kunle. You don't go again. Ó tún máa tó 3 months, 4 months. Á rò pa ti gbàgbé. Á tún wá. Mommy o. Mi ò mọbi tó gbé mi sí. Ta ni mommy. Mommy mọ iye ọmọ tó bí o. Sọ mommy mi. Ọmọ tí ò kì í gbọ́ràn tí ó ń pè mí ní mommy. Change your photo ni mo sọ. Put the man, your video you sent it to me, put the photo there. Let everybody know who you are. Because there's no crime in your look. Be proud of yourself. In worst case scenario, okay, let me. Bóyá o lè má mọ bó ṣe máa ya photo ẹ̀ then fún ẹ photo ẹ̀. Adébísí, let me show you this photo. Send it to Kunle. Let him put it. At least it's very good photo. Mi ò, mi nice. Ṣéyàn tó máa ń ṣe kà séyàn. Everybody, àjọ ẹ̀ para wa ni now. Àjọ ẹ̀ para wa ni. Kunle. Kunle onírọ́. Láyé Kunle. Wo. Go see. Oh. Check in. You can send the lace here. Okay, cut clerk. I will send it to you. Give it to Kunle. Let him put it straight. They put, you know, that guy, when you snap that guy, tó bá ti wá ṣe ní photo shoot. You're laughing. I don't know who is laughing with you. Yo, man, tó ń bá ẹ rẹ́rìn. Tó bá ti gbé sínsìn, màá mọ̀ pé at least you change your photo and it is you now. This is you. Stop going to steal five people photo. Put yourself and be proud. Black is beautiful. With our all our features, don't look fine. Ẹnu imú ojú o. Cut clerk, I will send you this song. Give it to him. Let him change. Get the picture you showed us. Amira, don't worry, your darling sis. Na Kunle photo. Èmi náà lọ ṣe tap off ni photo Kunle ni mo lọ get wá fún yín. Nice picture. If you are like this, what is wrong in it? So God knows, there's nothing wrong in it now. At least that is you. You put it. Why you go and steal somebody's picture and go and put it that is you? Why? That's why you can't change picture all these years now. Oh, stranded. Mi ò gbọ́rú ẹ̀rí. How can you be receiving the glory of another person's face? Put your photo, ìwọ rèé, gbé sí, ká dẹ̀ mọ̀, ó tán. Bá ti rí a máa kí ẹ. Ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ ní pé òun ò kí ẹ, that person sabi na. At least me, I go know, say, okay, now wetin I get be this, versus wetin I order. I go take and say na kadara. Okay, Kunle, I will now say my adopted son. I go change am. My adopted son. Before I dey say my son, because I see the boy, the boy fine. I say, I'm fine. But now I go say adopted son. And I go add adopted son on Facebook. Yeah, not nice. Now so we go do am. Bá ṣe máa ṣe nìyẹn tó máa make sense. Adopted son on Facebook. Ademawa, okay. I go add am. Say, no be say I go say my son. No, àpèmọ́ra ni kìyàn pé tèmi dire. Adopted la máa pè. Ìyẹn ló dá. Adopted la máa pè. Yeah, they're okay. Everybody go there, all right. Adopted son versus original son. Exactly, sis. No mind that. How can you not be proud of yourself? The thief person photo up and down, call they claim fine boy picture. I don't like that kind to make it go sit down right to sue me. Mote and binu see. So cut clerk ni tó bá ti rá ní ọmọ mi ti dé wọ́n máa dùnnú pé mo ti máa miss ẹ. No, kó má máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún mi mọ́, mo ti wà tired of him. Go and change photo. Mo mọ̀ pé ó jí photo yẹn ni. Mo mọ̀ pé ó jí ni. So until tí n bá ti rí real you, then we flow. Let me know who you are. I'm not talking to you again. So that is that. Let's now go to the story, Jare. Let's now go to the story and go and read it. Káwa náà fẹ́ ìkọ́gbọ́n. Let's learn from it. From people's experience. Then we add our. And if you want to call in, please feel free to call in. If you have one or two things to Mommy Kunle one of the universe. Which Mommy Kunle one? Mommy Kunle one of the university mi ò mọ̀. Person we are no know. Only òun ni Kunle. On ton right. So let's learn. If you want to call in, we won't stay too long. If you want to call in, please too. So that if you've had experience that you think you want to share with us, that would help us, and make us understand how they go. Now look at this lady. The story we're about to go into, right, is the story of a true life story of a marriage gone sour because of in-law. Many people have experienced it. So this is just another person experiencing it. And it's something I want you to see how another pattern that this one came through. There have been different types. This one is another pattern. Nothing where we not go see. You understand? Now, this is the younger sister to this lady's husband, where I'm going to show to you people. She's the home wrecker. In fact, she's wrecked the home of the man whom she too also snatched as a ballot box. Do you understand? The reason why this home broke up is because of this beautiful, she's a lawyer, this lady. She's a lawyer, and she's a younger sister to Busayo. And Busayo, sorry, her own name is Busayo. Her husband's name was withheld. They didn't give us the husband's name. But the husband, they are all the owners of Owanbe Rockers. So if you go on Instagram, go and type Owanbe Rockers. It's now the revolution that came from this lady's mouth is that, everybody just they see things from outside. That's why it's always good. You don't know what is happening inside. Sometimes you see, maybe I'm the one doing business now. You don't know if that business is actually not, I am not the only CEO. You understand? It may be 3 people, 4 people, 5 people. In short, the story is kind of similar with the Kayode Salako's story. Foluke Daramola's snatch, the man she snatched. How is it similar? The similarity in it is that this woman, she's the one that's from her uni days. I will show you the woman, sorry. This woman. This was when she committed suicide. But thank God she was revived. This is the woman in this that has this problem now, that her husband have chased her out because of that other sister that you saw, and his mother, and also the husband. They've chased her out, and she's the one that started this business at her youthful days, just like that Mrs. Bukola Salako, Kayode Salako's original wife. If you remember that, the fact of that story, now we are going to take it to this one. The place that it now changed, you'll be able to understand. Now, this is the woman that is a victim now. She's the wife of CEO. She is one of the CEOs. She, the younger sister that we saw now. So, many things you need to learn from in this matter. And as I'm talking, I want you to be typing be typing what you have learned. What are the do's and don'ts when you marry? What should you open up to? What should you agree to? Is it okay you owning a business and allowing your husband and the sister to also be part of that business, then making it the 3 of you as CEOs? Does it make sense? Do you get what I mean? Now, listen to the story. So GLB came to us as usual and said, hello to GLB, it don't happen again. No. We all keep learning here. And that is what I always want you people to also do. Learn. We fight, we laugh, but always try and learn. We keep learning here. Another one don't happen. This one, you need to learn from it. Let me know if una don't wake. Abi make we run am when everybody don't wake. Igewejo oni woke pa wow. Amiekpo. That's me answering to that prayers. Now, the story is this. Hello to GLB Nation. This particular story will teach women a lot. Please pay attention. Yes, we catch cruise. We post random news too. But most importantly, why we are here is to learn about life. Thank God You understand that I have not even really thought about, I won't lie to you people. I haven't finished reading this thing. I only read a bit. But I'm glad that same way that GLB sees how we do stuff, as in how he does stuff on his platform, and how I think and do stuff here, it's kind of similar in that aspect, that we learn from each other and we learn from people too. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. The best way to grab knowledge is by hearing and seeing from people that have experienced it. Not as good. That's why theoretical, when you do theory, it's not like when you do practical. Practical is the experience. That one, hardly do you forget it. But theory, now you to crime, do exam. After that, you forget. That's why I always say, to those that are experience this kind of thing, only them knows how grievous all the look. This lady committed suicide, but God saved her. That does not stop her from redoing it, even with the fact that she has children hoping and looking up to her. Am I making sense? So it's not as if she doesn't have kids, so with children, no, she fẹ́ kú kó kúrò ní ayé. Láti ilé ayé sú. Now, we post random news too, but most importantly, why we are here is to learn about life, because most of the story we post here are real life story, not be cut and join. Now we GLB. Now I always say now we when they cut and join, we us in the abyss. It's just very funny to me. So here is another life lesson you need to learn. There is a popular fabric business on this social media. Go and type it, you will see it. I do not want to mention the name make. I for no give them free traffic. Initially, they did ad with me. I was thinking it's owned by just one person. I no know say the business na 3 people get husband, wife, and husband sister. I've shown you the 2 people. The husband, the picture wasn't furnished to us. So it's a joint business. After doing ads here and some few celebrities, the brand became an household name. Things were going smoothly and they were making sales until devil used the husband's sister. Now, another thing as I'm reading, if you are the wife and you find yourself in situation like this, what would you have done? Now, as I'm reading it, you understand. If you are the wife and you find yourself in the situation that led the woman to destroy this lady's home, this sister to destroy this lady's home, what would you have done if you find your sister-in-law doing a thing that you don't like, and what will you do? Type. Now, the husband's sister begin follow one married man. Now there the whole wahala starts. I forgot to tell you that the husband's sister is also a lawyer, and her name is Bisayo. Now so Madam Bisayo begin do kurukere with the man. Oh, the man was doing one remote job before until God answered his prayer and he switched into tech. Now so Madam Lawyer Isonu carry leg come make we shall not drag the matter. Bukola, who is married to Bisayo's brother, Bukola is the sister, is the wife now, the wife to her brother, to Bisayo's brother. Bukola, who is married to Bisayo's husband. No, so Bukola, who is married to Bisayo's brother, sorry, not husband, and also Bisayo's business partner frowned at the idea of going out with a married man. Wetin come was be say Bisayo has been pressuring the man to divorce his wife. Now so that one carry case give Bisayo too. Now so that one carry case give Bisayo too. I don't know if you will get that place. The guy wants to, Bisayo is pressuring the man to divorce his wife. And she's a lawyer. now brought the case that, okay, I will divorce her. Let's do the documentation. She's not supposed to handle such a thing because she's sleeping with the guy. You, as a lawyer, you are not supposed to handle, because there's conflict of interest. You are sleeping with the man. That's what we call ethics. You understand? Work ethics, anything. You shouldn't do it. Do you get what I mean? So in other words, now that's one carry case give Bisayo. Oh. So in other words, Bisayo is working on the divorce file of her married boyfriend. Bukola pointed to her not to ruin another person home. Now there the whole wahala begin. Oh. Bisayo first go tell their mama who is Bukola mother-in-law. Say Bukola na enemy of progress. They started victimizing her. You see, the mother-in-law now is in this matter. Bukola was against her sister-in-law going to ruin somebody's marriage because the person is married. Why go and marry? Because I bet she's thinking, I'm also married to your brother. So if somebody wants to do this to me, would you allow it? So she's doing it from an innocent heart. But life not be so. Worry me. You have to be very careful. Ilé ayé ò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ayé kò tọ́. Let me tell you the truth. Olóòótọ́ èèyàn. Many people don't like the truth. When you see such a thing, if I'm in your position, I will mind my business. Wallahi. Bí mo ṣe jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ tó yìí. If I see it that my sister-in-law is, I will mind my business. Mi o, èmi sọ tara tèmi ni o. I know that some of you are different from me. I will mind my business. For me, ni ẹ má bínú o. Èmi sọ tara tèmi o. You understand? In the area of the marriage, the lady, the area of the Bukola going to be saying, no, she can't marry, it's none of her business. I think in that area, over Sabi warrior. Tori, mo pe, you people don't like telling yourselves the truth, but I will tell you, what Busayo is doing is wrong. Outrightly. It is wrong. Wallahi, it's bad. But when she saw that Bisayo is doing it as sister-in-law, it is not in her position to tell her, you shouldn't do it. If the brother is senseless not to see that the sister is about to go and ruin somebody's house, and the mother is there, Ejo, what is your own? Because some of you will enter people's home and go and be doing over sabi. Mama, baby, bebeto. Eman be. That's why eman te. The same way some of you go and be putting your mouth in your... If I see that you are a friend, you are a friend, and you are going to be ruining people's house, people's marriages, I lie. I will keep off from you. Me o rojo, because your brain should tell you that what you are doing is not good. I will just keep off. The day they want to come and beat you, they will beat only. They will know that I've kept off you. If you come and meet me and say, my friend, I don't have any friend like that. I will tell you, do you see me with her? Did your husband tell you that shame or joy? Well, sometimes don't put yourself in unnecessary trouble or even destroy your home. Sometimes there are some things you don't need to destroy your home for it. The mother is there. The mother is there. If the mother can't correct her, why not leave them to deal with their problem? Boba Deleton, how does it concern you? And your husband, let's continue. I'm just slotting that part in. So Bukola pointed to her not to ruin another person's home. Now there the whole wahala begin. Bisayo first go tell their mama, say Bukola na enemy of progress. You understand? They started victimizing her. Before we know wetin dey happen, na so Bisayo go tell her brother, who is Bukola husband, say Bukola no wan make she marry. Say Bukola has been gossiping about her. Na so husband provoke, begin para for the wife, say make she leave her sister. His sister, they want to write alone. The moment the husband have told you, your husband have told you, you should know that you are in a family that are like that. The moment you see the conspiracy, it's time for you to back off. When they have told you, leave my sister alone, they have started victimizing you. What is your own? To tekpamo, to tesemo, to teriamo, to, if it's true that she gossip, to gossip with, no. It's none of your business. You have now known the kind of person, so you know if your own even happens to you. Be rest assured, people like that, if they want to allow their friend marry your husband, they will do it. Care. It's a message for you, written in black and white. But instead of many of you to use eyes to see and ears to hear, you will use your ears to hear and mouth to talk. Then you will ruin many things. You need to learn boundaries. No, don't put any possibility. Adetola, when they do not tell us to put, if they did not tell us she knows the family, do not put possibility. There's nowhere GLB wrote here that and she knows the family. Kama imagine, stop imagining. When they give you facts of the story, stop adding possibilities. Stop it. Talk on what is said. Stop thinking, what if a possibility that she knows? No, they didn't tell us that in this story. They only told us the sister met somebody and the person, she decided to ruin their home there. That's what we are told here. Don't let us add possibility that she knows. They didn't say it to us there. No imagination. Let's deal with what we are told. So, deal with facts, no imagination. Exactly. That is how to handle a case. So, Bukola has been gossiping and blah, 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 okay. The wife say make she leave her. The husband say make she leave her. Make she leave his sister alone. Make we shall no long this matter. Now, so the mom, the husband, and the sister pursue this woman for house. I don't know how she really stood her ground, but it's possible she really kicked against it glaringly. That no, this is demonic, this is unfair, this is wicked. How can you go and ruin somebody else's home? If she was doing that to her blood sister, that is wife now, I'll say, oh, makes sense. If she was doing it to her very close friend, yeah, I would say, oh, makes sense. And the worst she can do to her close friends is, no, I don't, you can't do it. Then she'll cut off that friend and not be her friend anymore. But she was handling it with her sister-in-law. Mind you, the fact that When she then told the husband, Abi, they reported that to the husband took side with the sister and not her. Yeah, what my wife is saying, oh, makes sense now. Well, no, you are a pretty girl, you are well endowed, well educated. Why do you want to go and stay with someone? The guy said, leave my sister alone. Ìyẹn ti tó fọmọlúwàbí. It's enough for you to know these people don't want to know the truth. They don't care. They are ready to and they can destroy you too. You have gone into the wrong marriage. Not the wrong marriage, but you've gone into it. And understanding this kind of people, you are supposed to know, okay, the way they are handling stuff, if you still want to keep yourself in that home, why not just withdraw? As in just they look. There's no death in looking. She's possibility will be that she will still be in her marriage, assuming she minds her business. If tomorrow comes, that lady suffers whatever she's doing, it will never affect her because she has raised a bro in the beginning. You don't do this. And the girl refused to listen. They started victimizing her. That's when she would have done 360 restitution to say, I want people, I want call. So she doesn't even have to play along. She just needs to mind her business. She just needs to mind her business. Just concentrate on her husband and her business. Playing along is not the good story. If her body is really saying, no, this is all shades of wrong, I can't stand this. But she was meant to mind her business. This is a very delicate thing. This person is her sister-in-law. It's not her sister. It's not her blood sister. If it was her blood sister, it will make sense. Yeah, àbúrò mi ni or ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ni. Why do you want to go and destroy somebody's home? This is not good. Even when it's your blood sister and the person still says, please leave me alone. Why? You have to. But in your heart, you've known. You wouldn't do it to an extent you will ruin yourself about it. And it ends her marriage. Because those family you married into, they choose to do what they want to do, even if they know it's wrong. And the man you are talking about fighting for, he's not fighting for himself. He has already given everything into their hand, to the girl's hand, to help him dissolve his marriage, the procedure. So what are you bothering yourself about that for? Let God be the one to deal with them. You shouldn't have affected your children because of your sister-in-law. This matter is not a matter of, they came for you. You went into their business. Because really and truly, it's their business. Picking where she born for there. Please, God forgive me. How anything happened to that child, God forbid, how will it affect you? Ẹ jẹ́ kó òun lọ ṣe. Ṣebí ẹni tí wọ́n balẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀, ó nẹ́lẹ̀dá. Ọlọ́run á dájọ́ fún bẹ́ẹ̀. Why not just mọ́wọ́ lẹ́rọ̀ kó wò? Àbí you've put yourself in the position of God. That's why you will still know that if you put yourself in some kind of position, the missiles you will receive, you'll be surprised that is God not seeing that what you are doing is fighting for your fellow human being? But God will tell you, I'm here to handle stuff. You are not in the position to help me. That thing she's doing, fighting for another woman, that's okay. You can't marry or you can't marry this person to the detriment of her own home. It's not worth it. Wallahi kò worth it. It's not worth it. There comes a time you need to know. There need to be boundary. Tó bá ti ṣe nǹkan and you see, eléyìí ó fẹ́ lie me, who wants to affect my life, my destiny, my marriage, just back off. Because if anything happens, how does it affect you? How does it affect you? So we read more. Nancy, please, can you call back? Let me finish reading this place, please. So she said make we shall no longer, okay, so they make sure they frustrated her because stripping her of all she has worked for now, for they made sure they frustrated her because stripping her of all she has worked for. Are you making sense? They stripped her of it. Now continue. After then, they don't pursue her. They told her they will sell the business off and give her the share that belongs to her. You see, they then had a round table and conspired against her. If the man can decide to lose you for the sister to marry whom she chose to ruin her home, ruin his home, and your husband can decide to leave you or destroy the marriage after kids you've had for him, you people she probably allowed that thing to really affect their home. You see, it's not worth it. In the first place, it's not your husband that has gone out to impregnate or to cheat on you. More so, what these people have shown you, when you saw the mother also supporting the daughter to go ahead and destroy somebody else's home, you should have known that this family, they are this kind of people. And having seen that, it's the red light for you to know, no, I need to be careful. Your own is now how to get your husband to your side. Not with agidi. Because anything that happens to her in that marriage, wo fori e pada wale ni o. Or second, the other wife carry her name go Jasper's house ni o. He not gonna concern you again. He not concern you again. The moment you see, especially the mother in support, you are going to lose your own marriage. Sometimes you need to be wise. It's not everything. It's not everything. Sometimes before you even talk in marriage, think. When you see as they are doing it, that what's a year you should just keep it low and take your husband. Let him understand you, but not with fights. It's none of your business. I insist. Kò kàn ẹ́ rárá. It is not your business. Kò kàn ẹ́ rárá. If he like, make it they destroy people as they go. It's still no. Even when she starts to suffer it, how will it affect you? Please, you people should think of it. You have told somebody, don't do this thing. They come victimize you. Won't you shut up your mouth? It's none of your business. Wallah, it's none of your business. Even when it's your blood sister gone, after you've done, the worst sense is that you keep her off. Knowing that she can do that, then you will know, she can destroy somebody. You just keep her off. Doesn't mean you will not be greeting her, even when she's your blood sister. So when her repercussion of what she's doing comes to her, what is here? But I will not, because of that, now start to lose my home because of one sister-in-law. Not be say, now your husband commits the crime, go marry somebody outside, they support her, it's not directly affecting you. It's an indirect thing. The thing not directly affect you. These people are in-laws. We should learn boundaries. Ashe Juni over Sabi na him. I'm too, they recognize me, they know me. No, I'm the wife. The woman knows how many children she has. Your mother-in-law knows how many children she has, no matter if she likes you. If you come against her children, she will come against you. Now your mama born you. Now she born them. And if she can take side with her daughter to ruin somebody's home, please, what is your own? What is your own? So I want you people to be learning there. Let's read this thing finish. Because somebody wanted to call in, but I just wanted us to finish reading. So the picture above was when she wanted to commit suicide. I've shown you people that one. And she was stopped, but she got herself injured in the process, which landed her in the hospital. After Bisayo promised that they will sell the business, and give Bukola her share. Now, so they refuse to sell am again. No, as it is now, Bisayo don't get belle for the married man to tie him down permanently. The married man has left the wife without any genuine reason. He has run to Canada and is filing for Bisayo too, so they can live happily ever after. And she ruined her marriage because of Bisayo and this so-called man that has already now, finally, they've ruined his home. Are you making sense from it? And he's gone to America. He's eloped to America, hoping to take Bisayo with him. Why do I have to give so much, sacrifice so much for anybody? Even sacrificing the joy of my children because I want somebody not to do wrong. Why do I have to sacrifice my marriage or my children's happiness, their school fees, their joy? Then to an extent, I go to an extent of she trying to or committing suicide because I don't want somebody to marry somebody else's husband. Please, what is my own to that extent? Hello? Àṣejù nìyẹn. Òun dẹ̀ ni wọ́n máa ń pè ní bàbá àṣetẹ́. Wọ̀ntúnwọ̀nsí nìyàn ń gbèrú ẹlẹ́rù sórí mọ́. Kíyàn wá fàtí ẹ̀ dání. Assuming the pressure of life and the situation of things. Honey, I'm still doing. I'll still be true. Kí lẹ gbé? Asna, you did well. 3-1. Wow, well done, guys. You know, ọkọ mi ti fẹ́ wá sùn. So let's hurry up. Now, if look at the way I look at it, let me explain it to you people. If you put people's load on your head like this, in the sense that the frustration that she met in this journey of trying to, you can't destroy somebody else's home, then her own home destroy, they chase her out. At the end of the day, she ended up trying to commit suicide. Then she would have left those children in the world motherless. And guess what? Ashebiya, kumadabiya. When they won't do it like how? She person where they don't chase comot. When you're ìyàwó tá bá fẹ́, the wife you love is that wife's children, those children that you will love. Ìyàwó tá bá fẹ́ lọ́mọ ẹ̀ ń wà. In-law we don't chase you comot. Will they care about those children? Then you allow those children to suffer. Even though already the children are suffering now. Because you don't have money to finance them. And what is the reason? The reason now is that because you said, do not destroy somebody else's home, you now decided to takulaya that it is bad. And they decided to change it for you. They decided to change it for you. Eléyìí, kini, ìyàwó, you come here, we marry you here, you won't come, they tell us how we go, they do our things. No. If I'm her sister, I will tell her, àṣejù nìyẹn. When you talk small, leave the rest. You don't allow such things to an extent that you want to now die. Ẹni ẹlẹ́ni ò ná gbà ṣe èèyàn ṣe. Ẹni ẹlẹ́ni ò ní gbà ṣe wá ṣe èèyàn. Ẹ ṣàmì ẹ̀. Ẹ ṣàmì ẹ̀. As it is now, Bisayo don't get belle for the married man to tie him down permanently. The man has left the wife without any genuine reason. He has run to Canada and is fighting for Bisayo too, so they can live happily ever after. While on the other hand, Bukola is going through hell. She's going through hell. They refuse to sell the business and give her the share that belongs to her. All her life, she invested time, just like that Bukola Salako, Kayode Salako's wife. So that's why in the beginning I said, imagine that fact, then the rest will read it. So all her life, she invested time and energy in that business. In fact, as they pursue herself, the business has gone down, just like that Bukola Salako's, their school, Bosworth, has gone down. And it's not what it used to be. This is because she's the major lead team. In fact, the business reached out to me last month, say they won't do 1 month advert. I pursued them tefe. I hate cheating. It was after they refused to give her own share that she now narrated how the business started. How she started the business in her NYSC days while still dating Bisayo's brother. How Bisayo was a page handler and she even supported her. How she brought Bisayo into the business and the husband got interested too. How she got to do the major work and push the brand. Now they want to strip her of all she built from 2014. Now Bisayo, they handle the brand now. And the almighty Owanbe is not what it used to be again because of prick. Because of Bisayo and her family's selfishness, she has been threatening the woman, say if she drag her, she go sue am, yeah. They have been pressing her for so long. Please try and read the slides. I will read the slides for you people and see how heartbreaking it is. She can't even afford to buy things for her own son again. It's that worse of you. If you, I think is, if you are a housewife, please don't mix business and family. Share just it always ends in tears. Now all the hard work of 9 years gone down the drain because of Luz and Olosho sister in-law. Dear Bisayo, lawyer Oron, I am giving you till they didn't complete it. I bet it will continue tomorrow. Now, let me read the slide for you people. Now, this is Bisayo. You can see she's pregnant. That's where the mark is. Let me enlarge it. Look at Bisayo. That's Bisayo. So, the slide is this. So my son asked for something yesterday. And I told him that that's the wife, Bukola, saying this now. So my son asked for something yesterday and I told him that I couldn't afford it. He then asked if I could sell some of his toys. I think Omokonlo Nimbe. And so we did have money. So I had because I had been giving excuses of not having money in recent times. I felt, the emoji there is like headache, crying, tears. How do I explain to him that I started working for a better life for him long before he was born and his father's family are in possession of all? How do I explain to my son that his father is in support of the action of his family, making life unbearable for us? Avoiding social media wahala or not pressing charges isn't because I'm stupid. I have been quiet enough for you all to know that you have overdone all you did. Dear Leke Letu, no, dear Leke Tu, I think that is his name. Your settings won't allow me tag you. Okay, is the husband, sorry. Is Leke Letu. So if you go to Instagram, go and check Leke, Leke, Lee 22, 2 numeric 22. Leke, Lee 22. So maybe hopefully you'll be able to see the guy's face. Your settings won't allow me tag you, but I will say this anyway. Since you won't call your family to order, and rather you join them in perpetrating all they did to me. Before we start to wash our dirty linens outside and take this to a page where everyone knows, this is 9 months after your family decided Owanbe Rockers be sold. You all, okay, this is 6, sorry. This is 9 months after your family decided that Owanbe Rockers be sold. All I heard was 6 months and I've given enough time. You all, where is my shares? So, the lesson there, we have talked on it very well. Nancy, you can quickly call now, please. Nancy, you can quickly call now. So maybe 5 minutes, if you don't mind. If you still want to call, you can quickly call now, please. So, okay, Nancy is calling. Hello, Nancy.
Hello, Yemi.
Hello. Good evening.
I just wanted to contribute to this issue.
Okay.
You see, I have sister-in-laws, okay?
Okay.
And what this lady Bukola is unfortunate that what has happened to her has happened to her. But I wish she had a friend that was wise that could have advised her. When you're a woman that married into the family, always have it at the back of your mind. Okay, she's family. And there is a limit to how much you can interfere in their family issues. I have sister-in-laws, and I'm very close to them. We are like sisters, okay? I know my function. My job is to protect them, to make sure that none of my brothers maltreat them and all that, because their parents have handed them over to us to take care of, okay? Likewise, I expect my sister-in-laws to respect their husbands and the family as it is. What this Bukola should have done is when she discovered that her sister-in-law was going that way, even if they are close, she should have remembered one thing: I'm not their family. So even if she had anything to say, she should have just passed it through her husband. Or better still, mind your business. Because if I were in her shoes, that waka pass that they used to do in Nollywood, that they used to pay 5,000. That's why I could just waka pass. Like say I know see, I know hear. Because one, it's not my business. She's not my sister. Okay? True. Though I'm married into her family, but she's not my sister. It's not my place to tell her what to do. And besides, if her mother, that is the Agba that is there, that is seeing everything that the daughter is doing, this type of a thing to go and wreck somebody's home, and the mother is not saying anything, then what's your own now? What is your business in it? So you see, this this suffering that she's going through now, I'm very sorry to say it, she brought it upon herself. Please, my fellow cultural people, don't eat me wrong.
No, sincerely, you are just being truthful. That's the gospel truth. We need to learn to understand things.
Because I would not expect no matter how close I am, because I have one of my sister-in-laws that I'm extremely close to that one. I'm close to all of them, but I'm very, very close to one of them because we share a lot in common. But even as she is, she's wise to know that there are some things that she cannot interfere with. And one thing you must understand is, one thing I learned in this life that I've been here for 6 years, it's not everybody that wants to hear the truth. People will tell you that they want to hear the truth, but they cannot handle the truth.
That's true.
And one thing I have learned is I watch your character as a friend. I look at you, who you are. And when you come to me for advice, if I know that you're the type that does not want to hear the truth, once you come to me for advice, I will tell you that, my dear, I don't used to advise people. That whatever you decide to do, I will follow you, I'm supporting you.
Exactly.
But me, give you advice, I will never give you advice. Because if I make that mistake to give you advice, from my experience with some of my friends, it comes back to me. I become the bad person. I become the one that I've heard so many things. You say you are jealous. That's how you begin, like if you're too wise, you know everything. Their anger is that you are smarter than them. That is just the basic truth. And because I know that God has embedded me with that wisdom, and I like to respect myself. When I see you, that you are a friend, because God has given me that grace that when I meet you, I already talking to you for 5 minutes, I already know who you are, and I know how to follow you. So I give you what you need. If you are the type, if you are those kind of friends that don't ever want to hear the truth, I tell you, I don't advise, my dear, or whatever decision you have taken, just know that as your friend, I'm in full support. I will follow you. You understand?
I do.
But I will not give you that advice. But if I know that you're a friend that is like me, the advice I know say it will prepare you, because you know say truth is a pain.
Yeah.
But if you are my type of person that goes back home to go and sit down and think about that thing, because I'm that kind of person, so you might tell me the truth, and I will not act irrationally. I will be quiet because, of course, the truth they pain. But after you finish telling me everything, especially when I know it's coming from a good place, I will go back home and go and think about that thing.
Reason
because
the matter.
Naturally, my kind of person, I'm a deep thinker. Okay, this is why I don't. When I'm amongst friends, after a while, when the talk is too much, I withdraw. I might be sitting with you people there, but I'm no longer.
Your mind is no more there.
Because I'm beginning to calculate everything everybody is saying, and I want to know why this person has said this, what has resulted to this. I'm a very deep thinker. Okay, so that I know my friends and I know who I'm dealing with. Because if you have not suffered the kind of thing I have suffered in my life, that I have been poisoned several times by friends, you will not have sense. So this Bukola brought this suffering upon herself. That is the basic truth. She ruined her home, ruined her business, caused this suffering for her child and herself, all because she will not mind her business. It's not like if the person that your sister-in-law is going to go and scatter their house is related to you. What's your own? What's your own? It's not related to you. It's not your friend.
That's truth. That's what when I was reading the story, I was waiting to see what I can really help in the matter. This is not your blood sister. This is your in-law. Your in-law, Nina. And when you have seen that you talked and she reported you to mama, the mama can't hate you. Your husband too still can't say, mind your business, leave my sister alone. That is it. That's even if you want to do over Sabi.
Because some mother-in-laws are really bad. I will tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Some mother-in-laws, even when their son is doing something bad to the wife,
they will support.
They know, but they will support their son in this.
True.
It's very rare you have mother-in-laws like my mom that will fight their own son for you. Because that's how my mother is. We never tolerate that kind of nonsense. she will fight my own brother for you, that is the wife, and that's me too. But most women are so unfortunate that they are married into families that their mother-in-laws, the kukuma no good.
Sorry, Nancy, let me quickly read Bisola Shita. Just sorry, one moment. And Bisola Shita, she's a lawyer. You know, I always want to acknowledge lawyers. Bisola Shita said something. Yeah, what if she just said it briefly and the family took it personal? Sometimes maybe the level of closeness one have with the in-law, and probably they must have been asking her of her opinion in some matters. This could have giving her the right to give her opinion. See, when you say something briefly, trust me, it may lead to fights.
To something big.
It will, no, that's not what I want to say. No, that's not what I want to say. No, that's not what I want to say, Nancy. What I wanted to say was, if you said it briefly, I trust that thing would not linger on to an extent. Mama head, brother head. Then the woman said, gossiping about me. There must have been attitude given in respect towards that issue.
Correct.
You understand? It wouldn't have been briefly, and she said, if you had just said it briefly and the girl not here, now to carry your face, say, could there come in more? Just they do your own with her, no, however way you people agree. It was something that lingered on, that triggered some actions from her towards the sister-in-law that caused enmity between them. Attitude came up. And you know, mind you, they work the same business. They are in the same business. She brought the sister-in-law into the business because the sister has a page. So there must have been, and for the sister to say she's been gossiping about me, definitely not with her siblings. I'm sorry, not with the mother and the husband. It must have been maybe with their co-workers or some people.
God bless you.
So there's something, there's enmity, there's fight over the issue. Then she took it more personal than the way you have just said, just, in passing by, she mentioned it briefly. No. It wasn't a brief thing. It was something that caused enmity, that triggered some, emotions between them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it led to the breakup of her home. Or mati daja legon. Or mati daja legon. You know, maybe when they reported to the husband and the husband then said, leave my sister alone. She too now say, I got aburo and she oda, tule ni, o logboko loko, o ba oko eja. Regarding that matter, knowing fully well that what she's saying, otolo unso. But she felt, sometimes so bá ti sọ òótọ́, wà dẹ̀gbẹ́nu ẹ̀ dákẹ́, ńgbà tí ń ṣe pé òun já activist. You see, it's not, it's true. It's, tọ́tọ́ lọ̀rọ̀ tá a sọ yìí. But it's, when you say it níwọ̀nba, it's not as if you are doing showore now. You will just tell, and they don't want to listen. Well, there's a way you will pack people up and be looking. What's operating in your mind? But you will know, ẹni tí sọ̀rọ̀ èèyàn tóun jẹ́. And you will know, this is the kind of family I'm married into.
And not every time you let your in-laws know what you're thinking about them all the time. Because
it's not brief. I do not accept it is brief. If it is brief, she won't say didn't you people read it? She said gossiping about me. No, kò di sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ now. Go fi ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn dájà lẹ̀ láàrin wọn.
The fact is what has been written in jail with that there was gossip about
yes.
Yes. So it's not a brief.
It wasn't brief. It was something that the lady didn't like it at all. Bukola kicked against it. And I want to use the word vehemently. She kicked against it. She showed it to them that no, this is wrong. Extreme. Oh, sure, ìwà ìbàjẹ́ lélẹ́yìí kò dá. It's good if she had done that to her blood sister. And say, for this reason, you can't come to my home. Yeah, but not her in-laws. Toro ni mo ti sọ fún yín yẹn.
She's looking for.
No, Emma, try it. Don't go to your in-laws home and go and be feselale lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tí ó kàn ẹ́. You see, don't go and be feselale níbẹ̀. It's none of your business.
as much like me, I am a very fair person. And the way I know that if at all I ever get married, I want to be treated in my husband's home, that's the same way I would treat my sister-in-laws. Okay? What I know that I don't want somebody to do to me when I'm married, I will not do to my sister-in-laws.
Exactly.
Because I hold them so dear to me as my sister. But you cannot come as my sister-in-law and overstep your boundaries. I will deal with you.
That's it. You can't say because they like you now. You not tell the person your maybe Nancy now wants to marry somebody's husband. The sister-in-law can maybe she doesn't assist. Why now? You really like her. And if that's I'm in love with him, you go judge they look they go. I can't be bagging me. Mama lole me talk to me. Ko lo come me. In Nancy bag bambe. Ko how no she fit affect ayé tèmi. Even God now the brother now I say I go say I will tell the brother, but I told you people, I told you that time now. The brother we know that you said it to them now. But you people said our mouth was smelling. Maybe if the man start to beat her.
Our mother-in-law is in support of that nonsense that the sister-in-law is doing. So what does that signify to you? That family is like that.
They are like that. So why, especially the mother, the moment she saw that the mother was in support of her, the moment, Nancy, the moment, you know, especially the mother, let's even forget the husband. Most time, many of them, all of she one lot there. But the mother, the fact that you can see that the mother is involved, forget it.
Yes, the matriarch of the house is supporting that kind of thing.
So forget it. Just leave them. Just when we mind the business, face the person you came to their house to marry.
This is why they decided to help her destroy.
Because they see that she wants to come and expose the family. They know that they feel that she wants to come and expose the family. She wants to come and do secretary of Jesus Christ in their house. You will feel
she decided to be Jesus Christ classmate.
So and they don't even want to hear from her. Now the old business she started. It happened to that Mrs. Salakona. She started that school too. Look at how Mr. Salako ended the whole matter too.
When she could have just quietly and gently faced her business.
That is what that lady, this Bukola, should have done. Face your business and know how to get your stuff out of.
When the repercussion comes,
it would have even been better if she fought the sister-in-law. If she had fought the sister-in-law to kick her off their business, the business in one, or say while she was still there, ko gba business e jade no, ko gba owó tí ẹ jẹ́ àpín, but ó jẹ́ kí wọ́n lé òun síta, ó wá ń béèrè owó láti ta. It's going to be hard to get because she has to prove.
Don't forget it.
She has to prove she's the one that started the business.
Because it's their word against her.
She has to prove it. If the account is in the man's name, how will she prove it?
The lesson that should be learned here as a woman, when you are contracting a marriage, I know that everything is a risk, just like when you start a business, it's a risky venture. When you are contracting a marriage, because contracting a marriage is like business too, you need to be very careful into the family you are contracting that business with.
It's true.
The key people you should be watching in that family is the matriarch of the home, the patriarch of the home, that's the mother
and father,
and the elder sister and the first son. These people, they are the key people inside the house.
True.
If you can read their character, their body language, and understand it, if it fits with yours, then you can go in. But if you begin to see red flag, forget about the guy, because the guy, you're not going to see the red flag because you are in love and you are in love.
Then don't ever do business and be putting your in-laws in it.
For what they are.
Don't do business and be putting your in-laws.
I'm sorry to say, she has contracted.
Man in you, don't put your in-laws. Woman you, don't put your in-laws. Don't do business and be putting your in-laws in it.
She has gone into
a wrong
family, and then she went into a wrong family. Then she now started to John Soke in the house.
You can't do business and be putting your in-laws in it. If you talk, they will say you see them finish. If you are man to put your in-law in it, Now fight ligbe. Oni of Ife tebona. A whole king. O tebona. Baba e tebona.
Yes,
Don't put your in-laws in your business. How can you start business so you can't put your sister-in-law in it? Jama bwana. Jama wa, you need to learn. You need to learn. You know, you need to learn. You need to learn.
You need to learn. And I want women to understand one thing. When you go into a man's house, don't go and just relax or I'm married. No. Always have it at the back of your mind that you are not a family member. Because if any emergency should come up and they are going to save anybody, they will save their son and save
that one is
the children. You save the children that you have with them. They will forget about you. I'm just telling you.
not only let me tell you one thing. Before they even save any children, they will first of all save the son. One lie to lie. Your mother-in-law will save her son before she will even remember the children. Oh, well, now you go save your children. Now go and look at in-lawship in life.
Like I said earlier on in the early stage of this is why some of us decided to just stay without marriage for our peace of mind.
Exactly.
Our sanity. Because the things, the world we're living in, everybody is very selfish.
Yeah.
It's an I and me world.
Exactly.
Me. Exactly. And if you know that you're that kind of person, that you are not a me person, that you're not a selfish person, it's going to be difficult for you to be able to live with people. And has been my biggest problem. So because I know that I'm not a me person, I always like to gather people, let us all do, let us all grow. And the thing has hurt me not once, not twice, not ten. So I've borrowed sense and stay on my own.
Well, let me start going, Jarina. See.
There's a reason for it.
Let me start going. No, I mean,
we don't get power for wahala.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me use the opportunity to hail Bella. Bella, I saw that you put my name there. It's Facebook. It not let me to comment. They say by Friday they will release you.
Amen. So no. It is well. Amen. No. Thank you so much, Nancy. All God bless you. Good night. Good night. Good night. Nunu, do you want to call in? I have to go. Tomorrow is work. Nunu, we'll continue tomorrow because the story is not yet ended. They've given her deadline to try and Nunu, they've given her deadline. That is giving the sister, the barrister sister, deadline to try and they should see what can happen to pay the lady, the woman, the estranged wife now. So let's see how it goes, if there are further more stories, but I doubt very much. So, but that's the lesson you should learn from it. When you are married, learn boundaries. There are many things, the way you can be talking to your friends is not the same way you can be talking with your in-laws. They'll be doing, you have to learn, because your marriage is very delicate. And sometimes in-laws will destroy your marriage. So you have to be careful. Yes, Linda, my dear, we'll continue. So just continue tomorrow. By the grace of God, I have to go now. Tomorrow is work. Good night, everybody. Thank you all so much. Let me greet the star givers. Aramides, thank you. Oluwaroti Abolade Dumewu, thank you. Aramide again, thank you. I didn't even ask. You will have stopped giving stars, Abby. Please, will be giving stars. So okay, have a good night's sleep. Yes, Sister Bolasha. Oh, Sister Lola, Linda Wakwe, Maureen Katia. Hello, everyone. Good day. Nunu, good night. I love you all. Thank you, Sister Lola. Thank you so much. Bye. Linda, bye. Bye. Don't greet you now, Linda. Linda, bye. Bye. I love you. Good night, sweetie. Bye. Amira Ibrahim, good night, darling sis. Good night. Maureen Katia, yes, I know you came late. Don't worry. Listen all over again. Good night. Good night. God bless. Abisola Shita, good night, darling sis. Good night. Omolara Ayodabo, God bless you all. Good night. Love you. Good night.